Hello, welcome to a new installment of this series. Last time we went here to find this bonfire. So, I think we're gonna level up some vitality. I mean, our weapons do a fair amount of damage, and I wouldn't wanna be one-shotted by some boss because of some stupid mistake. Now, as I said in the last episode, you can come and open this door with a key that you find in the depths. So you don't really need. Let's change weapon because we're gonna need our shield. So as I was saying, you can find it in the depths. There's some cool stuff in the depths, some rings, useful or not, I'll let you decide. You can see it for yourself. They're not that important. They're not important at all for the completion of the game, unless you wanna take all the items or things like that. And alright. You're gonna get a bunch of humanities. This is a really good spot to farm humanities if you need to. Anyway, you could have went through a passage near the female butcher, or you could have went from here without opening the door to find the bonfire. Of course, we had the master key to make everything easier. We are gonna let's see if we follow us. We of course rested at the bonfire. Come on, come here. Let's make the rats come first. Let's make the rats come first, and then we'll deal with this caster. Doesn't seem like he wants to go up. Maybe he does. Okay, maybe he does. Good riddance. Let's take this guy. Let's drink. And let's kill this other guy. Weakness, hide in place. As you have already seen, rats can be hiding in these things, in these boxes. Let's explore. Let's take some trinkets and some treasures. And let's go to the next boss. The next boss, as I said, is the Gaping Dragon, or Vagina Dragon, as someone calls it. It's like a giant undead dragon at the bottom of the depths. And I don't even remember what it gives you. Nothing too important. I don't seem to recall that. Oh, so this guy, you can kill him from here. Just using some run and gun tactics. Damn. If you take too much damage, come back and heal. Usually the best way is to stay up there and shoot it with a bow, but we're not gonna have that option because I didn't buy a bow. So we're just gonna use these run and gun tactics. Be careful because this guy can hit you, can deplete all your stamina and hit you through the shield. Okay. Let's take the humanity. Up there you will find a shield like the ones we already have. This one, the spider shield. It's a pretty good shield, and it's really useful, especially in Blighttown, because it blocks it blocks poisonous darts, and those are really gonna be a pain in Blighttown. Now let's kill some rats. Careful with the camera angles. I got poison, so let's back up a bit. Let's see if I have something to block poison. I should have something like that. Okay. Oh my god. Anyway, the poison is not too difficult to deal with because it doesn't deplete your health really quickly. So you open this door and you will find yourself at the start. We didn't go down there because the door is not can be opened from the other side. You can go and see, of course, from yourself. The door doesn't open from the other side, so we can just quickly find it. And it's gonna be a good shortcut. Let's use the lantern. To give this thing. It's faster than I don't want to. Let's keep that. Let's keep the other thing. Let's go near here so we can make this thing come down. And let's kill it too. Let's kill this other rat. Now, if you went ahead and okay, let's go ahead and become human. Let's become human. So, if you are an experienced player, usually you don't really want to become human here, because when you become human, why do you want to become human? To, of course, to summon some phantoms, and the phantoms we're gonna summon are the Solar Phantom, and there's the chance to summon what was his name? That guy from Karim. Anyway, the one you saved from the cell and now is near the firekeeper. Anyway, yeah, Lautrec of Kari. You can summon them, of course, if you are up to date with their quests. Like, let's call them like that. And if you're an experienced player, you really don't need to, because of course, when you summon someone for a boss fight, be it a player or an NPC, you will you will be giving the boss more HPs. So if you're an experienced player, you usually avoid that because the fight gets a little more tedious. And I went back to summon Solaire and Lothric, and I didn't become well, whatever. Okay, you don't need them. You don't need them, as I already said. If you're alone, of course, the fight is gonna be easier from a certain perspective because the boss has less health. But of course, you have nothing to distract it. So if you go here, you're gonna find some armor. It's not important to pick it up. What we're gonna do is try to cut the boss's tail. And why is that? Because the boss has a weapon in his tail, like the gargoyles did. It's not really that important for our build, but I really like to show you that. So let's go ahead and do it. Damn, I missed. Also, the boss attacks with his tail sometimes, and you know, if you do this, you reduce the chance of taking damage by cutting one of his appendages. Let's call it like that. I completely missed it. So the boss is not as intimidating as it seems. The most important thing to do is, of course, taking your distance. If you are near him and you are distracted for like 1 second, you can die. Because he runs, he does a run like this, and if you are near any of his appendages, arms, legs, whatever, he will do a lot of damage. So see, now he doesn't have the tail, so the attack isn't nearly as devastating. So the important thing is just buy some time, go ahead and stay near him sometime, eat and run. His attacks are really delayed, so you shouldn't have a problem. Let's do the helicopter. So, the boss, of course, gives a key to Blighttown. As I said, if you don't have the master key, you will not be able to enter Blighttown from the Valley of Drakes. from the starting area, of course. You can descend into the Valley of Drakes from the Firelink Shrine. Oh god, that's terrifying. Ew. Anyway. But even if you don't have the master key, you can of course enter Blighttown, and you can enter it from here, and that's what we're gonna do. This guy sells gold pen resin, bottomless boxes. We're gonna take that. Crystal straight sword, great sword, crystal shield. They're kinda useless. Elm of the Wise. These are more. If you talk to him, I think he's gonna go near Firelink Shrine. Of course, if you wanna be sure to finish every quest, you have to talk to someone in Dark Souls until their dialogues end. We should go from here, but we're not gonna do that just yet. We're gonna go to the bonfire and of course be cautious and level up a bit. If you want, you could go upgrade the weapon you are, you know, most comfortable with. For example, I have the claymore. I'm not gonna do that because it's not that important. I think we're gonna be fine, even with the claymore +5. If we really need damage, we have this, and we're not gonna need that much damage when we use our shield. So we spent all our souls because, of course, we are human. Everything is possible. As I'm making, of course, a case that Dark Souls is not hard, as people say. It's not that hard, but of course, it's a video game. It has its difficulties because otherwise it wouldn't be engaging at all. And of course, the best thing to do is be careful, be patient, and plan out. So if we die now, we're not gonna lose that much souls. Even if we, of course, die a second time and can't get our souls back. Now, these guys, you can find them near Firelink Shrine too. I'm gonna teach you a little trick. You aggro them, they're gonna come to you. See? And they go for you in a straight line, so they jump to their death. Let's not use this weapon, let's use the claymore, because these guys are a pain. Let's use this shield too, because as I already said, in Blighttown you could easily be poisoned by some guys. It's not called poison, it's called toxin. It's a different kind of poison, which it's a little more powerful. These guys, when they hit you, they can poison you, even through your shield. Of course, usually not in one hit, but they can't do that with us, because of course, as I said, this shield protects you from the poison. And if you want to know how, why, what it does, you can of course test whatever you take out. whatever weapons, whatever trinkets, whatever shields, but it's written in the description of the shield, so you shouldn't have any problem guessing what it does. Okay. Free backstab, I suppose. Of course, be careful and aware of your surroundings. I couldn't move because of the pot. Okay, let's drink. Remember to stay at full health, just to be sure. And try to aggro, of course, them one at a time. As you can see, the Claymore, it's a really good weapon. It has a really long reach. If you are really careful, you can see the toxic darts flying through the screen. Let's dodge this attack, as it is gonna be lethal if it takes us. Let's drink fast and let's use this. Done? Okay. Yeah, we really needed that. No, we didn't. Anyway, you can see this guy is throwing darts at you. If you don't have the shield, if you don't have any protection against this, just stand here and try to take him by surprise and use the Estus to go back and find the bonfire. Of course, that's not always an option. Yeah, as I was saying. Let's be quick about it. I think we're gonna die. I think, yeah, we're gonna die. Anyway, yeah, we should have been more careful. I tried to use the herb that he dropped us, but the good thing about these guys is there are two things that are good about these guys. First of all, if you're careful, not like I was, you're totally gonna be fine against them. If I just kept my shield up and hit them one hit at a time, he wouldn't have had the possibility to beat at all. And the other thing is they don't respawn. So if you ever died to them, it's not a problem. You just go back and take your souls, and you're gonna be fine. And that's exactly what we're gonna do now. Let's kill this guy. Like this. Let's go up. Let's go here. Let's see if he follows us. No, come here, come here. Here. Come here, come on. Come on. Did he die? Yeah, he did. Wonderful. Let's go. And we are gonna go and find the first bonfire of Blighttown. Of course, from this part. You can go to Blighttown from the other part and you're gonna find another bonfire first. I'd like to use the other weapon to speed things up a bit, but as I already said, patience is the key in this game. If I had been a little more patient, I wouldn't have died there. I could have just, kept my guard up. Come on. Yeah, we know. Let's go this way. No. Let's kill these other guys. When they do that thing, they like charge themselves to do something. They do an attack which drains you of all your health. They like suck you, something like that. You want to avoid that. So, like the trees, just go back, or just avoid them, or just hit them, of course. Don't freeze your shield. Your shield is not gonna do anything against that attack. Because it's like, like a grab. If you have played any, fighting game or something like that, usually grabs go push you. Anyway, let's see. Nice. Of course, that wasn't the best course of action, but we did it anyway. I'm trying to speed it up a little. Come on, boy. Come here, boy. Good. And we have a soul here. Souls are not that important because, of course, you can just farm souls, killing things in the game. But when you find yourself in front of a smith and you think, yeah, I have enough souls to purchase this or that or whatever, or upgrade this or that or whatever, and yeah, some souls are gonna make the difference. So let's destroy this one. We want to have a clear path because we're gonna jump. I don't know, I think you can go through here, and it's and the path is less perilous, but we're gonna jump anyway because also let's put this on. Okay, good. We're gonna jump because there's a sword over there, a katana that's called Yaito. Fuck. Of course you can fuck the jump up like I just did. If you do, try not to panic. There are a bunch of these guys down there. Just keep your shield up, like always. Keep your head cool. Drink when needed. Attack, rinse and repeat. So we did fail the jump, but I'm not gonna go back, of course, because you know it doesn't really matter. But you can do it yourself. It's not that hard. I mean, I'm not the platforming type of guy, and as I have already said when I started the series, I'm not that good at video games, manually especially. I'm more like a Pokemon type of guy. Anyway, we don't need the sword. The sword, if you have like a dexterity build, the sword is pretty good. You can try it. Go in the comment section and let me know if you had any luck. Anyway, here's our first bonfire. We can rest at it. We can level up if we have enough souls. Around Blighttown, or Upper Blighttown, as you can call this part of Blighttown, you will find armors, weapons, trinkets, everything and more. Even some really cool, really important, I'd say, spells for PvP. Careful, of course, wherever you go. These dogs, if we didn't hate dogs in video games enough, they also spit fire. So, anyway, as you can see, there's a guy throwing poison darts at me, like the one from before. Damn, this place is pretty packed. So just try to stay here behind the cover of... let's try to dispatch quickly of one of these guys, and we can go and kill the other two. Let's keep this one. Sorry, excuse me, miss. Excuse me, miss. Can I pass? Okay. So, of course, you can go all the way without even caring about that guy. I don't even remember how you get to him, but I mean we're gonna figure it out. If you don't get to him, it's not that important, you know. You can just go all the way with your shield up, and it's not gonna make a difference. And that's probably what we're gonna do, I think, as I don't see him anywhere. Let's go here, let's take this all. I'm trying to see who's breaking pots. It's this guy. Hello. Hello, friend. Can you just die, please? Please? Nice. What a good friend. Anyway, let's go through these stairs. Sorry, I didn't know it was occupied. Come here. Come here. Does this guy want to have a stair party or whatever? A stair contest? That's so fun. Anyway, let's kill this guy. Let's go down. And of course, be careful. If you have enemy ranged weapon, you can kill this guy. You can kill him regardless, and I'm gonna show you how in just a few seconds. For now, let's go and kill these guys. 1 and 2. So when there are more enemies against you, the most important thing is not to panic. Just be calm, be careful, and you're gonna be fine. Someone or something just died. What are we gonna find here? First, white light. I can see nothing. Is there something of importance? Oh, yeah, but I didn't want to go here yet. Let's see if we can go where that thing was. I don't know if we can, or from where. I don't really remember. No idea. I have no idea. Anyway, but anyway, if you find here in this hellhole, you can find a way to go behind that guy and eat him. And it's not gonna be able to eat you. So you're gonna be fine, and you can pick up that pyromancy, which is pretty good in PvP. It boosts your damage and your defense, but it takes a bunch of health. What's down here? Nothing important, it seems. Well, we're now in the real Blighttown, or lower Blighttown, whatever you want to call it. Let's I should pay more attention to my surroundings, as I told you guys to do. Anyway, let's put some of these things here and here. Of course, there are gonna be more of those guys that poison you and toxic and whatever. See? Talk of the devil. Where is that guy? It's there. So let's drink a little and let's go down. We're gonna jump to be more time efficient. Gonna go this way. And here you can find a really good weapon. You can find the Wanderer set and the Falchion. The Falchion is an extremely good weapon. If you have ever heard of Ouroboros, if you haven't heard of him, which I doubt you haven't heard of him. If you like Dark Souls, if you're interested in Dark Souls, but you know, just in case, go check him out. He's a really cool guy. He makes really good video, good content. It's a really good PvPer. If you like to maximize your builds, just, you know, watch his videos. Anyway, we are already at the bonfire. As you can see, the poison doesn't do that much damage. Now, it's time for this thing to shine, the rusted iron ring. There are a bunch of things to do, of course, in Blighttown. We're not gonna do all of them. For now, I think we're not gonna do any of them. We are just gonna. No, let's do one thing. Let's see if we can do one. You can become human, of course. And as I said, becoming human allows you to summon your friends or summon NPCs. Let's level up if we can. Okay. Well, anyway, you can summon your friends, you can summon NPCs, and of course you can be invaded. I don't know if it's gonna work. Yeah. Usually this wonderful lady, man-eater Mildred, invades you. Oh, there's a guy over here. Yeah. Who's this guy? Anyway, of course the guy's not an NPC. Since we are playing online, we could also summon other people. Anyway, Mildred is not that hard to beat. It's the usual fight. You just keep your shield up, go to her side, and backstab her. You can pick her weapon and the humanity, and we're gonna go. I ran. Anyway, we're gonna go and try to beat the boss. This boss is called. It's not called fuck. It's called Queelag. Queelag is a witch and is one of the daughter of Chaos, of the Witch of Isley. Had a curse on her, and now her upper body is that of a woman, but the lower side of her body is that of a spider, and we're gonna see that. So you can summon Man-Eater Mildred. As with the other fight, the one with the Gaping Dragon, it's easier sometimes if you're alone, because the boss is gonna have less health. Oh god, what is that? Sexy. So, let's kill the sexy spider. Of course, as I said, it's not that important to summon Mildred. She's just gonna down. So be careful, because she sometimes jumps to attack you. Queelag, of course. I should have changed my shield, but anyway. So, the most important thing is just to be careful, like always. Use some run and gun tactics on her. If you summon Mildred, you can use her to draw Queelag's attention and then attack from her blind spot. Even when you do attack from her blind spot, remember to be careful anyway, because she has an AoE attack, that one. And if you're in range, it almost one-shots you or one-shots you. Depends on how much health you have. So just, you know, just hit her, and roll away. Of course, if you have Mildred, you can use her as a decoy. Of course, the important in this fight is to be careful, is to Mildred, of course, because she's walking right into the lava. But since we're not idiots, or at least we think we are idiots, I thought we could walk, you know, in the lava, not in the lava, but in the space that was in between the two puddles of lava. Anyway, I already showed you how to do it with Mildred, and that's you know, you can do it yourself if you like that way. We're gonna switch weapon to do a little more damage, and to do a little more damage, and we're gonna rush to the boss gate. Of course, the ring is gonna help us a lot. As you can see, we can move freely, even if the terrain is muddy. If you don't have Mildred by your side, don't worry. She's not that much help, as you already saw. She's an NPC, so she's kind of limited. She walks through the lava. She's not that useful. But if you're new and you just want to use her as a decoy, you can just use a powerful weapon and use a run and gun tactic on Queelag. It's gonna be fine. So let's do it by ourselves. Let's take our souls, of course. Careful, she usually opens up with this attack. See? The Albert does so much damage. I'm always astounded by it. Fuck! No, please! Okay, that was stupid. She locked me with her thingy and dragged me into the lava. Of course, these things can happen. It's not a problem. So let's do it again. So let's go and kill Queelag. Of course, just go through here. You're gonna be poisoned anyway. There is some way not to get poisoned at all if you have some armor that is resistant to poison. There is one that you can find in Blighttown, or that you already have if you are a pyromancer, if you started with the pyromancer set. Let's use this to take the poison out. Off, I mean. And let's try to be careful this time. So, as you can see, being careless, being, trying to end it quick, being impatient is your worst enemy in these situations. So let's do it. Let's try to be fast, but let's try to be, careful anyway. So jump to the side and turn. Always be careful of the puddles of lava. If you're not confident, just let her run towards you. So she's gonna attempt to hit you with her sword, and then when she does, just run away. You don't even need to roll most of the time. If you do that, of course, you're gonna make time pass, and the puddles of lava are gonna go away. If you want a clean stage, of course. So let's avoid the lava. Let's just stay back. Watch your surroundings. See, no lava here. So let's go back. Let's wait for when she spits lava again. Of course, it is the time when she's most vulnerable. Come on. Keep your shield up. As you can see, if you just stay away from her, she's not gonna eat you. But, just keep your shield up to be sure. Probably the lava, yeah, it's all clear by now. Of course, it can take a while, but of course, like always, the key is patience. Just, don't get frustrated. Hit 1-2 times, then run back, because if she does her explosion, air attack, the AoE, you're gonna die, and you're gonna have to do that all over again. Okay. So of course, you take her soul, and you can move on. 3 new enemies. What the important thing that Queelag was guarding was another bell, like the one we rang when we beat the gargoyles. Now we're gonna ring this bell, and what it does, it opens the big door, the big bar door that was at Sam Fortress, and that's not where we're gonna go next, but probably probably the next time we're gonna go through to Sam Fortress, not through, because we are gonna beat the boss near here, near the lava. So for now, let's close it. Next time we're gonna go to the bonfire, and then kill a boss, and next to Sam Fortress. For now, I'll see you guys the next time. Remember to check out our Twitch, to subscribe, and to give it a like, to give it a comment if you like it. I'll see you next time. Nimbus out.